Welcome to DFI channel.
As a special foreign observer for Malaysia, this time I would like to discuss the issue of medical costs in Malaysia that are affordable for both local and foreign patients. There is a saying that being healthy is not cheap. This is because the cost of treatment when sick is very expensive. Maybe even patients who are seriously ill can get more stressed and then get worse after being offered medical fees that are super expensive at the hospital. That's why it's better to prevent illness by maintaining health. It's much cheaper. However, the expression that medical expenses are expensive has been pushed aside by Malaysia. Based on information from various mass media that I got, it turns out that it is true that Malaysia has succeeded in implementing the principle that medical expenses don't have to be expensive. It's even forbidden to be expensive because the Malaysian government is very strict about regulating the standard cost of health services so that it can be afforded by patients, both local and foreign patients. Malaysia implements that the cost of health services is low. Perhaps because the orientation is not solely for profit but rather for the humanitarian element. So, you can imagine how sad it is when people are seriously ill and have to be hospitalized but are turned away because they don't have the money for treatment. Such a tragic scene probably shouldn't happen in Malaysia. The cost of health services in Malaysia can be affordable because the government provides subsidies and large investments. For example, the Malaysian government exempts import taxes for various medical equipment, so that of course has an impact on medical costs which become more economical. Even though the cost of health services in Malaysia is cheap and affordable, the quality is of international standard, and it is even said that the costs can be 60% cheaper than developed countries such as in Europe, America, Australia and Japan. The high quality of health services in Malaysia is due to the fact that most of the medical staff are graduates from these developed countries. Because the cost of treatment in Malaysia is cheap and affordable but with international standards, it's no wonder that many patients from abroad and from developed countries choose to seek treatment in Malaysia, which has now shifted Singapore's position as a favorite medical tourism destination. The large number of foreign patients seeking treatment in Malaysia, of course, when calculated from business calculations, it will also be more profitable and can cover the costs of providing health subsidies and exemption from import taxes on medical equipment due to increased turnover and an increase in the country's foreign exchange.